Here's the one lesson I learned from her that transformed my family. Look, her. If I could hug her, I would. It's so pretty outside. We're going to talk outside. All right, so here is the story. Years ago, I was at a conference and I stumbled upon a lecture by this woman. Her name is Rhea Berg, by the way. I went to the conference to improve some aspects of the educational center that we were running at the time. As I sat there with my successful teaching career and my master's degree in history, I was completely floored by what this woman was telling her audience. The first thing that struck me about her was her authenticity and tender care for mothers, kids, and families. At the time, I was a newer mother and I was going to sit there just to listen to what she had to say because I thought I was in store for some encouragement, and I was. She was talking about a concept I had never heard of before, how transformative it can be to expose your family to living books. I sat there like, what on earth is a living book? Never even heard of it before. She put forth the most compelling argument I have ever heard on this topic. And by the way, since then, I've heard quite a few about why using carefully chosen literature can help you as a parent do in one fell swoop teach your kids character without having to talk at them or lecture them, foster an atmosphere in your family of amazing conversations and bonding. When you read beautiful literature, conversations they naturally happen. Help you grapple with really hard questions, because when you take a second to step into someone else's world and wear their shoes, you realize that in life there are rarely easy answers. But this was the kicker. She right then and there convinced me, now mind you, I have a master's degree in history, that the way we teach history can either burn out a kid with a tsunami of facts completely devoid of meaning, or we can teach it in a way that engages our emotions, touches our hearts, and as a byproduct, transform us into more compassionate, thoughtful human beings. Like, why on earth are we using textbooks then? From that day forward, the only way I teach my kids history is through living books. And my kids know history way more than high schoolers that I know. Why? They remember it. She won my trust, and I've used her stuff since that day. And since then, as a busy mom, I don't have time to research all the literature out there to figure out what I want to teach my kids. This company has been around 30 years, and this is all they do. They have this scrutinizing process for how literature will even make their cut. Their prices beat Amazon, but the gold is the teacher guides. Now, I've had a lot of curriculum companies come to me, but I went to them. Personal note, I was getting really frustrated that I wasn't having conversations with what I thought were the best companies. Of course, all their history programs, done. But we just started around the world with picture books, and of course, I got you one of these. Just go there. I can safely speak for them and myself. We all hope your family is completely transformed.